in Pennsylvania to use local law enforcement to take control of the voting machines in those states, but they also refused to do so. Trump then moved on to the military. The Times reports that in a December 18th meeting, Michael Flynn and Sidney Powell handed Trump a draft executive order that would have authorized the Pentagon to seize the machines. Trump reportedly sought Rudy Giuliani's counsel. But two sources tell the Times that Giuliani was vehemently opposed to the idea.
So that's when
Stop
you know.
right there.
That's when you know.
Stop right there.
You have crossed the Rubicon. When Giuliani says, well, I don't know, I'm a little uncomfortable with it.
That's not good.
Is this the ethical thing to do?
Whoa.
Trump then moved on to the Department of Homeland Security, according to two sources. Giuliani then said, okay, I'm back in the game. Yeah, let me do this. And he called DHS official Ken Cuccinelli to see if he could help. Cuccinelli said, drop dead. Maybe not those exact words,
but he said he could not help.
Get lost. NBC News has independently confirmed this report and reached out overnight to the former president for comment.
This man was
Let's bring in one of the reporters
ball.
behind the Times story, Michael Schmidt. He's an MSNBC national security analyst. Michael, we've read the story. You can tell us a little bit about it. But what strikes me is there's an old Rolling Stones song called Time Is on My Side. Time is not on the side of Donald Trump. The further we get away from January the 6th, the more we're finding out about him trying to seize voting machines, trying to use federal government to seize voting machines. The more we find out about these fraudulent electors, people who lied about being electors from states, they're probably going to be going to jail as well. And these January 6 convictions keep going on. You've got people testifying in front of the January 6 Commission that were in Trump's inner circle. I mean, things are going from bad to worse for the former president, isn't it?
Well, I think what you're pointing out is that you sort of have three really large, powerful institutions all looking at the same thing. One of them is the courts, where, you have the Justice Department bringing cases related to January 6th, and there are dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of these cases, which produce new details and facts and witnesses. You obviously have the Congressional Committee, which is conducting one of the largest congressional investigations we have ever seen and trying as hard as they can to get into Trump's inner circle. And then you have folks like us in the media who now here, more than a year out from January 6th, are still trying to understand what happened in that period of time between the election in November of 2020 and January 20th, when Trump ultimately leaves. The biggest, most important point out of our reporting in this story is bringing Trump into it is what these new facts do. They tie Trump directly to the efforts to overturn the election in a new way. Yes, we know Donald Trump was trying to overturn the election. He says it out loud. He did things out loud. We now know more about what he was doing behind the scenes. The attempts to have Giuliani ask the Department of Homeland Security whether they could do this related to the voting machines. It shows that the voting machines ploy was more than a ploy of the odd outside individuals who were advising the president in this period of time. We also now know that Trump's interest, Trump's looking at this idea, extended over a longer period of time than we knew before. We know that it extends as far back as the middle to the end of November. So this is just a few weeks after the election, where Trump, in an Oval Office meeting, brings up the idea with Barr and says to Barr, is this something that the Justice Department could do? And Barr says no. And this is part of a pattern of Barr emerging as a guardrail in these final days of Barr's term as Attorney General, saying no to the president. But within a month, you have Trump again looking for someone else to do this, and another part of the government to do this. And it's part of a pattern in which Trump tries to get other people in other parts of the government to do things for him.